Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am going to be using the BeautyBay Dark Fantasy palette. So I recently picked this up during their Christmas or Black Friday deal. So this was £7.50 when I believe normally I think it's around like maybe £15. I recently did a video where I showed you guys everything that I hauled recently, and that I mentioned I would do a dedicated video just to this palette, and here we are today. So if you've not seen this palette before, it is absolutely stunning. I have wanted it for so long, and I thought at the time I was like, I really don't need this palette. I have these shades in numerous other palettes that I have, but then I saw it for £7.50 and I couldn't resist. So I'm gonna put up some swatches here, and I'm gonna start off with my sellotape and my Urban Decay potion, and then we'll get started. Okay, so now that I'm all taped up and I have my potion on, I'm a little bit closer than normal, so I apologize if I scared anyone. But yeah, let's have a closer look. I mean, I just love all of the shades so much. It's kind of like my kind of like 16-year-old grunge, just like perfect palette, because I grew up kind of very goth and very like alternative, which I still like to think I am, and I think this palette just embraces a lot of the things that I like. So you've got some gorgeous purples, some greens, and a couple of blues, and I feel like I am going to go in with the green look today because I don't think I've done the green look in a while. So I am going to start off with a nice fluffy brush by Elf, and we are going to go in with Spaced, which is just here. And of course, I mean, I use my sellotape as a guide because I like to look more precise when I do my looks. So I'm going to tap off any excess and we're just going to get going. So BeautyBay, I have not tried an eyeshadow palette from them in quite a while, in all honesty. Like, I think one of the last ones that I got, oh god, I can't even remember. I know I got the Golden Opus, I think it was, which I wasn't a big fan of. I'm trying to think. I know that I'll put up like some writing here if I remember what the palette is, because I really do not for the life of me remember what that palette was, but I'm sure I loved it because, well, that's how much I loved it, I could bloody remember the name of it. But I do use so many different eyeshadow palettes and so much makeup recently that I honestly just forget. But I'm just gonna start off with this green and just blend it into something. Okay, so first, that is looking pretty good. So let's go on to Hardcore, which is a blue. So green and blues I feel work really well together for me. So I'm just going to use a nice fluffy brush from Unicorn Cosmetics, and we are just gonna again tap off any excess. There is a lot of fallout in this palette, but it's not essentially falling out onto my face, which is a good thing. So we're just going to blend that in here. Okay, that blue is looking quite nice. I can say a little bit patchy here. I don't know if it's my lid, because my eye on this side was a bit funny in my Star Wars Pat McGrath video, but I'm hoping it's not a big issue, just because like I have my Urban Decay potion on that never budges. So I'm going to go in with Virtual next, which is just here. It's a shimmery black, but I want to just, oh, that picks up a lot, just add like the tiniest amount, just kind of like on my inner corner, just so I can deepen it just slightly but not lose the green. Helped a bit. I mean, the green is still poking through, so far so good. Let's go on to Source just here. So one thing I am liking about the theme of this palette is the kind of science fiction-esque of it, and I'm a big fan of science fiction. Like, again, I mentioned this in my Star Wars review if you haven't seen it. Like, my dad is a really big sci-fi fan, and so him watching all of these movies growing up, I was just highly influenced to watch these. But this palette is very reminiscent of like The Matrix and a movie called Dark City, which is not an unknown movie. It's still quite a well-known movie, but it's not like up there as a lot of kind of futuristic films. But I think my favorite kind of sci-fi movie is Blade Runner, and is one of the most like perfect movies ever made. I'm a very big fan. But this palette doesn't give off like Blade Runner vibes, but it just gives off like a lot of like dark fantasy which is like very futuristic and very kind of bold looks, which is what I love. So this will definitely fit in something like the Matrix for sure. We're going to go in with one more colour now. We're going to go in with the shade Machine, which is this absolutely stunning green shimmer. So I'm just going to take the back of one of the brushes and a bit of fallout. I think with these glitters there's a lot of kind of like chunkiness to them, so I'm going to be very, very careful and just blend it in here. Oh my god, these shimmers are always stunning. BeautyBay honestly do the best shimmer. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with the eyes. I'm actually going to quickly like kind of speed through putting on my makeup, and then we will go on to my final thoughts. Okay, this is my finished look. I am absolutely loving this look today. It is crazier than what I normally do, but I really enjoy doing such alternative looks because it's just how I vibe a lot of the time. I think this palette is amazing. I think, as always, these shimmers are insanely gorgeous. I think my favorite has to be Machine, and then I think Source is pretty damn good. I mean, it's a bit messy for how I do things, but I do really, really like this shade, and I try to use as many shades as I possibly could because I only have so much space on my face. But I really do love this palette. I am happy that I picked it up. Let me know what you guys think of this palette. Have you used it before? Are you thinking of picking it up? Because I mean, BeautyBay always have some kind of sale on. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you soon.